Hello everyone, Kenny here from the Cranky Old Man YouTube channel. You might see something a little different than normal. Yeah, I'm wearing gray and green. I'm putting my police hat on today for this this video. Actually, I look kind of stupid, so I put this hat on. Yeah, a little better. It matches a little better too. So, a very large news organization has identified the firearm used by that idiot in New York to kill the CEO. That's right. If you thought it was a Glock with a suppressor, you're wrong. If you thought it was any kind of actual firearm, you're wrong, because they have identified it, and they even had two experts to clarify and to talk about what this weapon was. Apparently, it's a bolt gun, a gun that's used to euthanize large animals, like on a farm. Now, if you don't know what a bolt gun is, it's kind of like a portable version of the things they use to take out cows and stuff when they are going to be slaughtered. It's basically a piston-fired portable, I'm not going to say handgun, because I guess you could call it a handgun because it fits in your hand and it's kind of a gun. However, there is nothing that fires out and leaves the pistol. What happens is when it's discharged, it fires a piston, and this bolt comes out a certain distance, and it's used to put it up to, well, the animals' heads to relieve them of the pain of this world and to euthanize them. They even went so far to say it's something that vets use all the time. And it's like, well, maybe they're talking about a farm vet that deals with ailments of large animals, you know, lambs and pigs and hogs and all that. And yeah, they probably use it. I don't think I've ever seen my vets pulling out a bolt gun to euthanize one of my little four-legged companions when it was their time to go. But yeah, according to them, it's a bolt gun. And the way the bolt gun works is after it's discharged, it fires the bolt comes out, like I said, a certain amount of distance, and then does what it does, and then retracts back in. Now, from the video I saw, this guy was 8 to 10 feet away from the CEO. I'm not going to mention names on either side, but he was 8 to 10 feet away. So the pistol, which is this long, which appears to be about this long, with a suppressor that's about this long, that would have to be some kind of magical bolt that it's fitting in a spot this long, but it can come out far enough to go 8 feet and then hit the man in the back, and then he cocked it again, and I'm pretty sure you have to put another blank in there in between. That's what helps discharge it, a primer, and then you do it again, and he shoots him in the leg, and then he does a couple more, and then does an anchor shot at the end, and then you know the rest. So that must be a magical bolt that extends. Maybe it's taken Viagra, but it extends way out there. Not my choice to put if I was to put a hit on a man, would not be my first choice. It wouldn't be in the top. It would not be in the top anything. What a ridiculous idea. What a ridiculous claim. But there's news organizations out there and people so stupid that they could believe this crap. What it appears to be, to me, in my opinion, It's a firearm that he didn't test. He put a suppressor on it. And with a lot of firearms, when you have a mass, when you put a large metal object on the end of your slide, on your barrel, when you fire that, all that energy has to come backwards. Well, it's not designed to carry all that weight. It's designed to carry the slide back and then back in the battery. So when you put that heavy suppressor on there, you need a booster which helps recycle some of that energy and helps push the slide back. So it goes all the way back, the casing comes out, and then the slide goes all the way back in the battery, ready for the next shot. Now, without the booster, it'll go bang. And if you look, the slide doesn't really retract all the way, which would cause a malfunction. It would cause maybe the casing not to come out. For sure, it would, if the casing didn't come out, the next bullet isn't being loaded. And therefore, you have to manually rack the slide, get that casing out, put a new bullet in, and then he fires again. And again, boom. And doesn't really seem to cycle correctly, and he has to rack the slide again. Now, I did notice on one shot, you see a wisp of what looks to be unspent gunpowder coming out around the chamber area, which to me, in my opinion, means it could have been where the slide wasn't going back in the battery, or it didn't go back in the battery fast enough, and it allowed some of the gases to come out from the top instead of going out the barrel the way it's supposed to go. So, mystery solved. The news does it again. That's why I say you can't believe half of what you hear in the news, more than half. Just like you can't believe or listen to half of the politicians. That AOC's in the news again. Oh my God, don't let me get me started on her. I can't believe she's in any kind of office in this United States. She is a nut job and she's stupid to boot. But anyway, I don't really want to I'm trying to avoid politics until I get like 2 million subscribers, and then I wouldn't care. But yeah. So, waiting for some comments on some of my videos, and I'm thinking about this. It's backwards, I think, and it says Street Talk with Kenny. That's right. It's a fake microphone. I 3D printed this, and this little baby, this little microphone, fits right in there with another magnet. So bam, put that on there. And I'm going to go out on the street, and I'm going to ask questions. Who did you vote for? Who would you vote for now? Who'd you vote for 2020? Stuff like that. Maybe some harder questions. What you wearing? Who does your hair? Put some comments down there. What would you like me to go ask people out here in Baltimore, in Maryland, a blue state, one of the biggest blue states. We're like Massachusetts, Connecticut blue. So Vermont, you know, the blue wall. Right on the Mason-Dixon, but man, blue all the way. You know what? There's no such thing as blue states. It's only blue cities. States are pretty much Republican. It's the cities that make the Democrats, because where the large people are, the large amount of people being the Democrats is what makes the state. But in theory, all states are Republican. It's just the masses in the big cities that are under a lot of financial hardship, and they get a lot of benefits to being in the city, and the city doles out a lot of money to take care of their citizens, right or wrong. That's why they congregate there. You won't find people that want to ride a bus every day out in the boondocks, because no buses go out there. That's why crime is so low out in the boondocks, because buses don't go out there. In Baltimore, we have criminals that jump on the subway, our fast scooter trains, and our buses. Here we go again, and They go on out to the rich areas, rob people, and they jump right back on the MARC train and go right back to the city. So, you know, that helps keep the crime down in the city a little bit. Maybe spread the crime out a little bit, make it a little bit more well-rounded. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. I'm so sorry. Put in the comments what you would like me to go out and make a fool of myself or make a fool of someone else out on the streets with my fake microphone. Would you be able to tell that it's not real? Maybe it's too big? Maybe make a smaller one? I don't know. It's got a little bottom there. So, yeah, printed that myself at my house with all my printers. Okay, that's all I got for tonight. Think about that bolt gun. What do you think? Take care.